Welcome to dNAxt. We are discussing class B subnetting, and in class B we'll be discussing /28 in this video. So /28 means 28 bits are assigned to the network, and remaining 4 bits out of 32, 4 bits are of the host bits. 28 bits में से 16 bits are your major network bits, and 8 plus 4, that means 12 bits are your subnet bits. Let's write down the subnet mask: 255.255.255.240. Why 240? 128 plus 64 plus 32 plus 16 will come out as 240 according to the values of these 4 bits. So 2 to the power x means 2 to the power subnet bits, which are 8 plus 4, 12 bits. So how many subnetworks we will get? We will get 4096 subnetworks over here. Okay. And how many hosts per subnetwork? Number of host bits are 4. So 2 to the power 4 minus 2. So actually 16 minus 2. So 14 valid host IP addresses. What are the valid subnets over here? So since we have borrowed the bits from two octets, that is third and fourth, there will be an increment in both these octets. So 256 minus 255, because subnet bit value over here is 255, so that comes out as 1. So increment of 1 in the third octet, and 256 minus 240, that is 16. So increment of 16 will be there in the fourth octet. So when we do the increment, we follow a simple rule that there will be an increment in the fourth octet first, and when there is not possible, means when increment is not possible, the values come out as 256 while incrementing with 16. At that time we will move towards increment in the third octet. Let's discuss it in detail. So let's write down few of our subnetworks. So we will start with 172.16.0.0, increment of 16 in the fourth octet first. So 0.16, I'm writing only last two octets over here. 0 dot, because first two octets आपको हाथ ही नहीं लगाना है, they are purely network, major network के octets हैं, so those will remain as it is. So 0.0, 0.16, 0.32, 0.48, 0.64, 0.80, 0.96, 0.112, 16 का increment, we are increasing it. 16 plus 16, 32, 32 plus 16, 48, 48 plus 16, 64, 64 plus 16, 80, 80 plus 16, 96, 96 plus 16, 112, 112 plus 16, 128, 128 plus 16, 144. This will go on till you will get the octet as 0.240. Okay. When you add 16 into this will become 256, which is not a valid IP address. So 0.250 के बाद you will get next as 172.16.1.0. तो जैसे 0.0 के लिए इतने सबनेट्स आए, वैसे ही 1.0 के लिए भी 1.0, 1.16, 1.32, 1.48, 1.64, 1.80, 1.96, 1.112, 1.128, 1.144, 1.160, 1.176, 1.192, 1.208, 1.224 and 1.240. Then it will become 2.0. ऐसे कहाँ तक जाएगा? The last 4096th subnetwork, last subnetwork will be 255.240. Okay, इसका broadcast ID will be 172.16.255.255. इसका first valid host is 172.16.255.241. Last valid host is 172.16.255.255 is broadcast. So 254 is the last valid host of this sub network. Okay, let's talk about this subnetwork 172.16.1.0. Broadcast ID of this will be 172.16.1.15. Why? Because next is 1.16. So इसका previous increment यहाँ पे अभी कहाँ पे चल रहा है? Fourth octet में. So fourth octet में previous number is 15. So 1.15. So 1.1 will be the first valid host and 1.14 will be the last valid host. So 1 से लेके 14 तक you got 14 valid host IP addresses. Simple. यहाँ पे देखते हैं what will be the broadcast ID over here. It will be 172.16.0.63. Sorry, my bad. 0.79. Next वाले का previous. Clear? When we are talking about this, it will be 0.63 will be broadcast ID of this 0.48 वाले का. Okay, 172.16.0.95. If the IP address, if the network ID is 172.16.16.128, इसका broadcast ID and it is given that it is /28. So what will be the broadcast ID of this? 172.16.16.143, because the increment is of 16 in the last octet. So इसमें आप 16 ऐड करते हो तो it becomes 144. तो उसका previous number आपको लेना है. So 16.143 will be the broadcast ID. Okay. So this is all about /28. We'll be discussing /29 in the next video. Stay tuned with dNAxt. Thank you.